Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy that as long as it lasts.
So nice.
This is Jackie with All Access Music Media, and I'm here with Sarah Jarosz here at day 3 of Bonnaroo. So tell me about your release, Build Me Up From Bones.
Well, it came out last September on Sugar Hill Records, and it features Alex Hargraves and Nathaniel Smith, who play in the trio that I'll be playing with at Bonnaroo tomorrow.
What's one song that you would say best represents your sound?
Oh man, I mean, I feel like in a way, at least with this last record, Build Me Up From Bones does, the title track. I kind of decided to call the record that because that was the first song that I finished in that batch of songs, and it sort of is what laid the groundwork for the rest of the record.
Very nice. What's your writing process like? How do you get started?
It kind of varies. I mean, mostly for me, it's kind of a collection process almost. I have a hard time writing songs on the road, on tour, but I do kind of gather ideas, melodic ideas, lyrical ideas, and then when I have the chance to sit down and kind of gather my thoughts, I sift through all of that and sort of, one little line will spark something, and it kind of goes from there.
Very interesting. So you have toured a ton, speaking of being on the road, over the past few years. Do you prefer big festivals like Bonnaroo or more intimate club gigs?
I honestly love both. I am happy that I get to do both. I think it would be a little intense to do just one or the other. I love small listening rooms because it's a really focused energy and the audience is there to really listen and be quiet and respect the music. But then I grew up going to festivals, and that's how I really fell in love with music in the first place. So I think there's something to be said for the energy of a place like this, and it really affects the performance, I think.
Speaking of performance, tell me a bit about the band that's supporting you. How did you kind of collect these great musicians?
Yeah, well, like I said, it's Alex Hargraves plays fiddle and Nathaniel Smith plays cello, and I've been touring with them as a trio for, I guess, a little more than 4 years now, and we all met when we were really little at music camps and festivals around the country and just started playing music together for fun, and that's kind of what led to us playing in the trio, and it's really special. I think playing in an acoustic trio allows for a lot of space, but it also has been fun to kind of see how big we can make the sound.
And you mentioned that you've been doing this since you were little. You've been really doing this more professionally since you were about 16. What keeps you going?
I mean, honestly, it's just listening to artists that I love, being inspired by music that I love and people that I respect, musicians who are constantly pushing the boundaries. I think to come to an event like this and see what different people are doing and different people are getting up to, I think that's what keeps it fuels the fire, keeps it going.
And so how does your formal training, ever since you were little, how does that help you now?
Yeah, well, I graduated from New England Conservatory last May, so I studied music there. A lot of different music from what I do on my own. And, I think just being exposed to a lot of different styles obviously opens up, it just opens up your options, and it increases your palette of things that you can go to use and textures throughout the music. So it's just, I'm constantly trying to expose myself to different stuff like that, and school was a really great way to jumpstart that.
Apparently it's working for you. You've been nominated for a Grammy. What was that like describe what it was like when you were told the news?
Well, it's happened a few times now, but
oh darn!
I know. But the first time was pretty special because I was just a freshman in college, so I was literally sitting in my dorm room with my roommate just doing homework or something, and I got a text from Donica who does my press, and she just said, "You got nominated for a Grammy," and I mean, it was great. Everyone on my whole floor just came in, and we were celebrating, and totally unexpected. And it's, it's a total thrill. This last time especially was sweet because I got to be co-nominated with some really great musicians, the Milk Carton Kids and the Green Cards, and musicians that I love. So.
You are a very lucky and talented person. Clearly it's paying off. So what's up next for you after Bonnaroo?
Well, I'm going to head out to the Telluride Bluegrass Festival next weekend, which I'm pretty excited about. And then just tons of touring pretty much for the remainder of the year. I'll go over to the UK for about a month-long tour in July. And then also I'll be opening up some shows for Nickel Creek, which they've reunited this year, and so I'm really excited for those shows.
Always staying busy. It's the best way to keep things going. So stay tuned for more from Sarah Jarosz. This is Jackie with All Access Music Media and In the Key of Change. All right.